It was a bright morning, but for Aaron Blake, it felt like the sky had lost its color. His shirt was neatly ironed, his shoes polished, and yet, there was a tiredness in his eyes that no sleep could erase. Every morning before heading to work, Aaron made pancakes for his 6-year-old daughter, Mia, the only light in his world. His wife, Clara, had passed away 3 years ago in a car accident, leaving Aaron to raise their daughter alone. Life had never been easy since then, but Aaron's love for Mia gave him strength to wake up and fight every day. He worked as a delivery supervisor at a logistics company called Swift Move, a mid-sized firm owned by a man he had never met, a mysterious billionaire known only as Mr. Sterling. To Aaron, he was just a name signed at the bottom of company memos. The world of billionaires had nothing to do with men like Aaron, men who counted every dollar, who skipped lunch to buy milk for their child, who prayed not for riches but for another month without overdue bills. That morning, Aaron was running late. Mia had spilled her cereal, then cried when she couldn't find her pink ribbon for school. He smiled, comforted her, and tied her hair with one of Clara's old scarves. "You look just like Mommy," he whispered, and she giggled, kissing his cheek before running off to catch the school bus. He didn't know that one small act of kindness, later that day, would change both their lives forever. If you believe kindness still has power in this world, if you believe in second chances, then please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Stories of Kindness. Let's spread hope together. The day at work began as usual, trucks coming in, deliveries going out, and Aaron running from one end of the warehouse to the other, clipboard in hand. Around noon, the manager called him into the office and reminded him that an inspection was due the next morning. "Make sure every truck logs in correctly." "No delays today, Blake," the manager barked. "We can't afford mistakes again." Aaron nodded. "Yes, sir." After lunch, while checking on a shipment near the loading dock, he saw an old man standing outside the gate, leaning against a walking stick. The man looked frail, his clothes dusty and worn, the kind you'd expect from someone who'd walked miles. He looked lost. "Excuse me, son," the man said in a trembling voice. "I was supposed to take the 11:30 bus, but I got confused. I haven't eaten since yesterday. Do you know where I can find some water?" Aaron didn't hesitate. He ran inside, grabbed a bottle of water and half of his sandwich from his lunchbox, and handed it to the man. "Here, sir. Please sit here for a minute." He pulled up a crate and offered it as a seat. The old man smiled faintly, tears welling in his eyes. "You're very kind. People usually just pass me by." Aaron shrugged, embarrassed. "It's nothing, sir. We all need a little help sometimes." Just as he was helping the man cross the street toward the bus stop, his manager stormed out of the gate. "Blake! What the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be inside monitoring the trucks." Aaron froze. "Sir, I was just wasting company time," the manager interrupted sharply. "You've already been warned about being distracted. Go pack up your things. You're done here." Aaron felt the ground slip beneath his feet. "Please, sir. I wasn't slacking off. I was just helping." But the manager turned away, already shouting something into his phone. Aaron stood there, stunned, his heart pounding in disbelief. The old man looked at him with regret. "I'm so sorry, son. I didn't mean to get you in trouble." Aaron forced a smile, his voice trembling. "It's okay, sir. It's not your fault." That evening, he picked up Mia from school. She jumped into his arms, showing him a drawing she'd made of the two of them holding hands under a rainbow. "Daddy, this is us. You promised we'll go to the park this Sunday." Aaron smiled, hiding the pain in his chest. "Of course, sweetheart." But inside, he was falling apart. By the time they reached home, his phone buzzed with a final message from the company, termination notice, effective immediately. He sat quietly, staring at the screen while Mia hummed in the background, unaware of her father's turmoil. Days turned into weeks. Aaron searched for jobs everywhere, but no one wanted a middle-aged man with disciplinary issues listed in his last record. The bills piled up, rent was due, and the fridge grew emptier by the day. He sold his watch, his old guitar, even his wedding ring. Yet, he never let Nia see his despair. Every night, he tucked her into bed with a smile, whispering stories about angels and miracles, stories he no longer believed himself. Then one morning, he woke up to a knock at the door. A man in a suit stood outside, holding an envelope. "Mr. Aaron Blake?" "Yes. You're invited to an interview for a logistics consultant position at Sterling Enterprises." Aaron blinked, confused. I didn't apply there." "It's a special recommendation," the man replied with a polite smile. "Be there tomorrow at 10 a.m. The next day, Aaron borrowed a shirt from his neighbor and walked into the grand glass building that shimmered like a palace of success. The receptionist greeted him warmly and led him into an office larger than his entire apartment. Behind the desk sat a man in his 60s, dressed in a simple gray suit but with an aura of authority. His silver hair shone under the light, and his eyes carried both wisdom and warmth. "Aaron Blake," the man said softly. "Please, have a seat." Aaron sat nervously. "Thank you, sir. But I'm afraid there's been a mistake. I don't recall applying here." The man smiled faintly. "There's no mistake, Mr. Blake. You helped me once." Aaron frowned, trying to remember.